It's looking like it's going to be another fantastic day for AMC, up almost 10% on the day right now, and it was up 15% yesterday, bringing a bunch of pain to the short sellers yesterday, and we're going to talk about all of that in this video. We're also going to show you guys what we think the stock is going to do, but before we do, we ask you guys hit that sub button. It's the best way to stay up to date on all things stock market related news. So let's just go ahead and look at the stock and get into it. So we can see that the stock right now is up above $62, which we haven't seen in quite some time. You know, it's been about a week and a half or so before we have, seen this $60 mark, and it seemed that the $60 mark was a resistance line, but now that we finally broke past it, it looks like we're going to hang above it, and hopefully it holds and people don't sell, and then we freaking lose all of our, the potential for an actual short squeeze to happen, because the short squeeze is not going to happen if people are going to sell. So it kind of goes hand in hand with, like, don't get caught holding the bag, but don't sell because we want this short squeeze to happen. So kind of back and forth here. But again, it's up almost 10% on the day. It's kind of pulling back a little bit here in the early afternoon, going on 12 o'clock here on the East Coast. But yesterday, with it being up 15%, they brought $512 million worth of losses to all of the short sellers, which is fantastic because these are the guys that are the ones screwing everybody else. So we're kind of bringing that pain back to them. But according to Fidelity, though, Fidelity was saying that AMC was the most traded stock on their platform by their customers, and they said the most of their platforms were small-time investors. So, people like you and me.
Yep, that's good. All of us, little guys buying this sucker up. That's what needs to happen.
Exactly. And then I guess AMC Day was hashtag AMC Day was trading or was trending on Twitter yesterday, which I'm sure that probably helped bring attention to AMC and
for sure
help drive this stock up. And I know Wall Street Bets is still pushing this thing like crazy, but we have yet to actually see the $72 mark again since back in the beginning of June. So I'm kind of hoping that we see this start to run back up in that direction. Once we fell back down here towards the 40, I felt if we fell below that 40, we were going to see 30 again. And then that could have been the end of this, because then I'm sure everybody would have probably saw weak hands and sold out and took their profits while they had them.
For sure.
But luckily we bounced off that 40 and now we're pushing back up towards 60, 65. So
it seems like there's a lot of resistance around 63. Like if you zoom in on the day, like it was just chilling there for a lot of the day, at least so far. And now we're back to below 62, which is unfortunate.
Right.
So we'll see how far this thing drops. But I mean, I think if we get past 63, it's just gonna keep on going to the next resistance. I think because we blew past 60.
Right.
Like we hit 60 and then it just kept on flying. Like I said yesterday in the live stream, it all depends on what the stock is doing when it hits 60. If it's, slowly going up, then it might pull back. But if it's blasting off like it did this morning, then it's just going to blow past 60, which is what happened. And then it just went up to like the 60. It actually hit like over 64, which is awesome. But then it pulled back and then it was chilling around 63. So, yeah.
Right. If this thing
past 63.
If we can get past 63 to 65, if we can break that 65 resistance, I think we're going to see this thing start to push back up towards the $70 mark, and then it's just going to be no stopping it from there. And I think once we get to 100, that's going to be the real question here. Is when we pass 100, there's going to be people saying hold, but then there's going to be people who are going to have paper hands. And we saw this at the $70 mark, people selling off. I think you're going to see people sell off like crazy at $100, and this is going to potentially pull back, all the way. It could pull back all the way back down to $75, and that's where you're going to see these massive swings. But you just got to hold tight, and if we can get people to hold, we got big days coming up here towards the end of this week in June. So I'm hoping to see this thing. I'm hoping to see this thing at 100. Towards 100 by the end of the month. We'll see. What
by
happens.
the end of this week, the 18th is supposed to be a big day. So hopefully, if we just hold until later this week, be sweet if it just blasted off. But
fantastic.
Just gotta hold this sucker.
But that's going to wrap up this quick little AMC update. We just wanted to bring those quick little snippets of news to you guys and just bring you the quick update on where we think this thing is going to go. Let us know in the comment section below. What are you guys doing with AMC? Do you plan on holding it? You plan on selling it? What's your plan for? What number are you guys out of AMC? Like, yo, if this stock hits this number, I'm out. Is that $100? Is that $500? Is that $1,000? Is that $100,000? Let us know down in the comments. We like to have that conversation with you guys. And also, we do live streams. We're kind of testing live streams nightly, every so many nights. So if you guys want to be a part of those, just hit that sub button and, get the notification when we go live. And we got all that stuff down in the comment section below and in the first comment of the video if you guys are interested in any of that stuff, such as Weeble and the Patreon and all that stuff. But again, thank you guys so much for all your support. We'll see you in the next video.